Hey, you there. Thank you for watching, and welcome to Forge Sons Forever. Today I have a 3v3 ladder match here on the most amazing Nukes map generator. So let's go ahead and introduce our teams and our players. Starting up with Team 1 in the Northeast, then with Team 2 in the Southwest, also known as Red Team versus the Blue Team. Starting off with Team 1's most likely rig order side player we have in Chevy Crimson playing as a Cybran. He is Boom King. He is a 1550 rated. To his south in Ruby Red, it is Hannibalo. He's playing as a Seraphim for this match as a 1568 rated. And last but not least for Team 1 in Orange Color Orange, it is Excited with 2 X's, playing as a Seraphim as well as 1881 rated, the highest rated player on Team 1. So for Team 1 side of the map, they have 2 Seraphim in front of a Cybran. No UBF, no Aeon Tech for Team 1. Starting off with Team 2's regular side player we have in Royal Blue, it is Gava Gava playing as a UEF. He is a 1007 rated player. To his east we have in Stitch Blue, it is U or X. He is an Aeon for this match as a 1851 rated. And to his north we have in Amethyst Purple, it is Drimmer playing as a Cybran. He is a 2125 rated player. He's the highest rated player on Team 2 and in the game overall. So for Team 2 side of the map, they have a UEF, a Cybran, and a Aeon. No Seraphim Tech for Team 2, no UEF, and no Aeon Tech for Team 1 as a reminder. And for the 6 players on the map, let's take a look at the reclaim situation. Currently sitting at 6,000 mass in reclaim. Makes it about 1,000 mass per player. Nothing in the water. All of it is concentrated on the land masses around it. And there are a decent amount of mexes to grab. Not a terrible amount, but it is definitely worth going after. There is a quad and a trimex position on the southeastern corner plateaus, as well as quad mex positions in the northwest with a couple of twins dotted on the diagonal line down the middle, with a couple of one-offs around those and a couple of one-offs dotted around the main bases. I will note that there are 3 trimex positions in the base, and looks like a twin. That's it's kind of a twin mex position, a trimex position. Anyway, that's pretty much the mexes. Let's take a look at where our players are sending off their units so far. We have a transport inbound for Team 1 and Team 2 to their respective plateaus down there. We also have a T1 naval facility started for Drimmer. He's going to get some assistance in that from his teammate of U. And then we do see the regular side player of Gava Gava moving to the west. Looks like bombers were sent in by Team 1's Excited to deny early expansion. That doesn't really matter because there's no engineers there, but they do move southward, and looks like they're going to just slowly pick at Gava Gava's comm for now. Northeastern corner, we see that Hannibal is pushing southeastwardly. We have 1 column of Drimmer in the water. He's the only Cybran on Team 2, so he can go for Torpedo if he wants to. Is he just going to go? Looks like he's going to go all the way to the other side of the map. And we do see that U is moving into the east. So it's going to be 1v1 in the east with units on the upper plateau for Team 2's U to probably stall for time while the comm gets there to reinforce it with some distance building most likely. We do see that 2 players for Team 1 are headed to the west, both Chevy Crimson, Boom King, and Excited Orange, the color orange. Boom King is not a UEF, so he can't go for Billy Nuke, and he's not even Seraphim to go for Missile, so no booms for him personally, but doesn't mean that he can't build any big, exciting tools and useful objects in the background. Looks like the attempted delay has been pretty much denied by Team 1's bombers and, of course, the units on that upper plateau. I will note, for those of you who watched yesterday's video, I did eventually figure out how one player stole tech and used it the entire game, so it only was a matter of time. I was like, oh, that was actually very early, and I actually looked at it in the replay too. So I just didn't realize it, so it's just one of those gaffes of casting, I guess. Excited, dropping up some engineers to assist in the up facility here. It looks like Drimmer moved in to deny the naval facilities here. So Team 2 has almost entire control of Navy for this game, which is not necessarily a good thing for Team 1 because this is a lot of territory, and it's not super close to the bases, but it can deny, Team 1 can deny about here, Team T2 about there, and if it gets to T3, probably about there, if not a little bit further than that. So Team 1 desperately needs to at least fight back in Navy, because this is going to probably dictate a huge portion of the game. Team 1 frigates denying the facility built by Excited. He's building a second one now. It's only a matter of time before that is denied as well. We do see a couple of units trying to get by Gava Gava's comm. Gava Gava is able to intercept those himself. Does look like maybe one THAM will get away. Nope, does not get away. He silences that THAM outright. Nope, no T2 air for him as of yet. Team 1 T2 air is done. Nothing else in headquarters tech is online. T2 going on the way here for you. He has sensor package online. This is what he can see currently. And we do see he does have a couple of units spying on Hannibal. So he's aware of that comms position. I do like that he has one Twerp launcher and one PD just to assist with both subs and other frigates, as we just saw moments ago. We do see in the north those frigates still denying the facility, trying to build some sort of sub, but it's just soaking up, 6.5 mass per second, just due to the fact that he has to constantly repair this thing. And that's a Sao, so I don't think it's going to be built anytime soon. We even see a beacon class inbound from you to assist as well. Team 1 getting a little bit of the lion's share of the northwestern corner. Team 2's Gava Gava just holding position here. Does have a PD in the base. Definitely needs to go a little bit more westward to cover that approach. We've already seen one, and I wouldn't be surprised if there was already another run by that tried to happen. We do see the landing of Drimmer has occurred in the northeastern sector of the map. We do see he's trying to get some T2 PD online to deal with those Zuis. We do see he's taking some shots from that Zui, and he'll probably just take the shots entirely until he's finished with the PD. Once he's done with that, then he should be fine. But he probably will drop maybe close to the yellow, but he could easily dip back into the water, and that's perfectly fine. We have Hannibal inbound from the east, and that actually frees up a little bit of firepower for you to deal with. And we even see you just slowly PD creeping as well, so that wasn't really going to be useful or prevented by Team 1 Hannibal. We do see PD is online. Drimmer, not a huge inconvenience. Get some Team 1 AA online to deal with some incoming bombers and interceptors. We have some Yenzin incoming T2 hover tanks. And Drimmer's still the focus of that firepower. We do see radar system knocked online. Nice grab by Hannibal. It denies the ability for Team 2 to see really what's going on beyond their visual range. So that is going to help out a little bit. We do see Hannibal moving in. We could see the first come-on-come action of the game. Drimmer getting some nice reclaim there for a brief moment. And Hannibal will probably deny that Cerberus PD. Ooh, Overcharge does deny it eventually. We have some frigates and some subs inbound. This will probably force an engagement between the two comms. There it is. Shots are transferred between Drimmer and Hannibal. And Drimmer is retreating. It was a lovely attempt that drew a whole lot of attention from the east to assist with Yu's just continual push. There's not that much here on this upper plateau anymore, which means units could easily drop off and deal with the remaining stuff there. Southwestern corner T2 air is done. Those are regular engineers, right? Yeah, okay. Those look like Sparkies for a second. Don't really see those a lot nowadays as well. T3 air is done for Boom King, so he's gone straight for T3. Will provide Team 1 with an advantage of air for now. Drimmer is in the yellow, taking a lot of shots. He needs to get out of there, I think. Not looking too good for him. Does he have T2 Navy online? Yes, he does. Is he producing the... Oh, no, I guess he just built it. He's not producing the glorious Salem yet. And it looks like he's still trying to hold the line. T1 PD trying to be spammed up as quickly as possible. Don't know if it's going to be enough, however, to hold his beachfront property. There's also some Team 1 Zui in there as well. So, yeah, that PD is not going to last much longer. Engineers here to assist with reclaim efforts. Drimmer is getting some veterancy from this. He's probably going to stay till he gets at least first star and then maybe retreat. We even see Boom King moving in to intercept with his commander with a torpedo upgrade on board. And now Drimmer is stuck between, does he stay on land or does he go into the water? I don't think he... Oh, that is the wrong team. I don't think he knows he's there yet. He's even starting his own torpedo upgrade. Ooh, that's not super good for him because of the fact that, again, he's in... Yeah, he cancels it anyways. He knows it's not probably the smartest idea to stay there. He needs to get out of there immediately. And we do see that U has now excised the lower section of the map of Team 1's forces. T2 Navy is done going for Salem's. We do have some Team D to protect the investment. No T3 Air as of yet. And it looks like Drummer is just going to be forced on an evacuation via land, maybe. He does have a clear path to get to U's position, at least. If he decides to go that route, which I assume he would. He's going for stealth. Ooh. He's going for stealth. Bombers are inbound. Yeah, he cancels that upgrade. That's the second upgrade he's canceled. He's just got to keep going. I don't think he can stop. Yeah, there he goes. He's moving his comm this way, and it looks like he's just going to evade that way. We do see that Hannibal almost done with that upgrade. And Boom King unable to catch the comm in the water situation and decides to just deal with the remaining forces from U. And looks like Excited has started gun as well in the west. We do have a conga line, a couple of conga lines moving in here in the north for Team 2. Multiple sets of mechs is taken offline, and there should be some Yenzine. Yeah, they're moving in to intercept. That should be enough to deal with this. There's a couple more of those. Gun is almost done. Team 1 mechs is being taken offline. Eco situation barely favoring Team 2 at 13, almost 14 minutes. And it looks like Team 1's catching up as well. So it's a lot of back and forth. Nothing really in the lead one way or the other. We do see that torpedo upgrade paying off some dividends. He's at 1,600 mass guild, first star vacancy on him. Drummer's still trying to hold some sort of semblance of some offense, but again, he's going to be forced back, and Team 1's just driving that point home. We see Hannibal moving in to assist as well. There goes the interceptor just hanging out. And that last remaining Yenzine will provide some veterancy, help him get to 2-star there, gets him back in the green. And we can see it's just now just a chase to try to catch up to that commander. Team 2 has dropped off some units on the upper plateau. We even see some PD firing from that position, coincidentally enough. And it looks like that'll be the end of a little bit of expansionary mexes for Team 1. T2 started on aboard Boom King's comm. T3 gunships overhead to go after Drimmer. A little too late on that regard, but they do drive him back even further. And T1 facility has been started, and I think that's the only one that's going to be built because Team 2 is going to deny that immediately. That one is denied up there to the north. Team 2 definitely wants to keep Team 1 out of Navy for a long, long time. And this might turn into just a hover match for Team 1. We do have Boom King, who's in air, who has Wagner. So they don't hover. They're underneath the surface of the water. Probably not the best unit to use, especially dealing with all the torpedo-capable ships in the game. Whether they're subs, whether they're destroyers, whether they're battleships, or even whether they're comm. There's a lot of stuff that can have torpedoes, so it's a little bit more useful to have hover, in my opinion. And there goes that bomber killed off by AA on board the whaler. And here comes Hannibal's comm. Takes a shot from a nice little Exodus class. Drimmer's over here. He's still retreating. Where did you retreated back to base? Hannibal trying to launch some sort of offensive against this position here. But I just don't think it's really... Oh, yeah, that Beacon class misses, hits that, tries to hit that unit up there. And Drimmer going to get a little bit more veterancy before he retreats. And Hannibal just taking shots to the face. Just right there. Oof. That's got to hurt. And Drimmer, emboldened by that, continues to push a little bit. Hannibal taking another hit. He's dropping into the low-ish yellows. Another shot will land, drop him to 4,300. He'll probably take one more shot, maybe, and maybe not. But he will be forced back. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. We have Hover Tech inbound. Team 2 is being overwhelmed by the amount of Yenzine that have been built and are now being thrown at his position. Their position, I should say. T1 Zui and T2 Yenzine are inbound. Team 2 does have the Riptides and... Oh, shoot, what are the Aeon ones called? Shoot. Oh, Blazes. Ah, there it is. It'll take me a second. Blazes, as well as, of course, they have the Asylums, and the UEF have the Parashield. And it looks like all forces are retreating home to defend the facilities. This is dropped into the yellow. This is still in the green. Looks like they've dealt with the remainder of those Yenzine. More are inbound. Lots of interceptors. A couple of transports for some odd reason. And Team 2 has established a little bit of a preliminary base up here just to, again, annoy Team 1. They've taken out most of the stuff up here. There's still a T2 mechs, and there's still that facility there, but nothing too crazy. Team 2 is starting to pull away a little bit in eco 330 to 280, so nothing terrible for Team 1 to be behind, but they are behind nonetheless. They're getting facilities online. T2 Navy is almost done. T2 Navy is done for Excited, and now they're going to start pushing against Team 2. Team 2 has enjoyed a lot of a monopoly on the water, and Team 1 wants to get on in the action. We do see Torpedo building on a Dreamer's comm. He's 40% in climbing on board that upgrade. Looks like the remainder of those Yenzine looks like they're falling back. There's still some being pushed forward by Excited, but I think it's just a lot of losses at this point. I don't think it's really worth it. And this is just a delaying tactic, of course. That's probably why he's still pumping these out, because it gives Team 1 time to build destroyers. It gives them time to build subs. It gives them time to build something to fight back proper in Navy. We do see Dreamers online again with the Torpedo. He's going for stealth. Again, as I say a lot of times with the Torpedo upgrade, going for Nano, very important. It keeps you online a little bit longer, because I have seen Cybern comms just disintegrate when there's, you know, a handful of destroyers nearby. So going for Nano definitely keeps him alive a little bit longer. And the T2 upgrade also helps to keep him alive with additional hit points on board. T3 air done for Team 2. T3 air almost done here for you as well. So 2 air players for Team 2. One with the best air-to-ground gunship, and one with the best A-to-A gunship. Or actually, A2A, yeah, air-to-air, that would work. T2 air done for Team 1's hand below, and he's going more transports. T3 air, of course, has been done for a while for Team 1's Boom King. TMD has been built to protect the investment of the Seraphim headquarters there, but looks like Team 2 is blockading it for now. This is probably Team 1's best chance. A couple of sub-capable destroyers are online, and Drimmer's torpedo-capable comm is ineffective at going after hover tech units. Destroyers are firing. Laser weapons miss 0.001% of the time. They have very, 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 very good weapon system. Very, very good. And that headquarters is, it's about to die. Even if Team 2 loses these forces, their goal in denying this facility again is probably a lot more important to them, and it gives them more of a chance to deal with the Navy situation now multiplying for Team 1. We even see Boom King just nestled right underneath the engineers, actually assisting the facility here, pumping out destroyers. He does see the threat of Navy. I wonder if these guys are on comms. Oh yeah, they're pretty much on comms. Look at that. There's no messages, hardly any messages at 20 minutes, 22 seconds. Yeah, they're definitely on comms. And in ladder matches, that's kind of to be expected, but players like these, you know, 1,800, 1,500, 2,000, they're definitely on comms. More than likely. I mean, it's not a guarantee, but it's a high likelihood. Gava Gava going for a T2 radar system. Hopefully he goes for Omni there. T2 started here for Excited in the north as well. And we do see Team 1 still trying to push back. Again, this is just going to become a festering thorn in Team 2's side. Lots of shots being thrown down range. You can see all the shots that are missing because the units are moving. The laser weapons, they don't miss, and the only reason they miss is because either the unit is dead or because they're switching targets. That's it. That's why that Neptune that I love so much for the UEF, it's very good. It combines, you know, HP, combines lasers, combines a whole bunch of stuff. And all of those Yenzine just being thrown at the fire. That beacon class is just going to be, sorry, Exodus class is going to be executed. I always want to call that the beacon. I don't know for some reason. But comm of Hannibal up here on the upper plateau. I mean, he is isolated up here, so that's not great, but there's nothing really going on here for Team 2, so it's not that bad either. We do see you back here going for more and more and more Exodus. And it's just going to be T2 for a while. Usually we see some sort of transition to T3 in most maps, but this is A, ladder, and B, a small section of water. So having facilities offline for a short amount of time might be the end of that facility, even if they get to T3. Yenzin still pouring into the mixer. Drimmer, again, not able to use the torpedo against them, but can use them against the destroyers, which, again, they have torp defense on board, but, again, there's only so much defense you can mount before it just becomes overwhelming. And the Yenzin are going to wipe out all the engineers, killing off the engineering support here for Team 2. And we have a little bit of an air fight. Team 1 does have the higher number of ASFs in the air, but there's a lot of cruisers to fight over as well. So that is something to be considered. Oh, Team 1 has spotted Drimmer. He did not go for nano. He only went for stealth. But he does stay alive down into the yellows, though. Needs to be careful. Again, that is the thing about being a comm, is that you move very slowly relative to everybody else. So you gotta make sure you have the hit points in the region or something to match. And I think he's going to get out of the water and go for nano maybe if he's going to wants to stay there long term. And Team 1, there's a lot of momentum now shifting in their direction. It's not entirely 100% in their way, but it is going towards that missile outbound, taking out another Team 1 facility. Where is that missile? Oh, it's right here. Yeah, it's right there. Air expansionary efforts here for Team 2, decentralizing it a little bit. Love to see that. Team 1... not as much ASF producing facilities here for Team 1, interestingly enough. Kind of surprised by that. And it looks like a couple of corpsmen were flying around earlier. Looks like they were killed off. TAC spotted by Doom. Sorry, Boom. And Drimmer still helping out with more facilities. That's going to be a little bit annoying to maneuver due to the fact that it's right next to the water. Oh, if he's just producing engineers, then that's fine. But units, it's going to be a bigger pain. If I remember correctly, the Seraphim facility is the only one that builds on the right side. Everything else builds on the left side. Yeah, UEF 1 isn't here, which I'm kind of surprised that Gava hasn't donated any UEF tech to anybody in Navy. I feel like even cruiser missiles are a thing here for Team 1 that they haven't really deployed yet. Oh, scratch that. They have deployed them. So there's that. I feel like Team 2 could be a very good beneficiary. Ah, there it is. Of that useful weapon system. We do see another T2 naval headquarters just in case. I do love the backup. Unfortunately, I don't think the backup's going to be that useful considering there's a huge column of destroyers inbound. Like, oh, there's just a shot to a unit over there on the cliffside. We do see some Salems have come to assist. Yu is getting out of there because of the torpedoes on board those destroyers. I feel like his secondary facility is not long for this world. He's getting Team 1 spam facilities online for those torpedoes. And it's helping out a little bit. The headquarters is down. He doesn't lose Team 2 naval tech, but he does lose the backup at a minimum. And it's not looking good for Team 1 in Navy. 25 minutes on the clock. We have gunships assassinating some mexes on the western side. Most of them have been excised, but there's still a couple remaining. They have lost a couple of them so far. Team 1, 3 players left. Team 2, also 3 players left, so everybody's still alive at about the halfway point in the replay. You see, again, Team 2's eco is at a little bit more than Team 1, about a little under 10%. Let me know down in the comments who you think is going to currently win this game. Of course, if you haven't done so already, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. As always, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. And hopefully you've enjoyed. If you have, please do all the YouTube things that YouTube loves to see. And let's get back into it. To T2 naval headquarters is for Team 2 are dead. They're all gone. And it was a combined effort of the hover tech from Excited and the destroyers from Annabelo. We do see now Yenzin running amok here for Team 2's Yu, dealing with all the nonsense over there. Again, I am surprised that Team 2 didn't try to counter hover tech with hover tech. Just kind of surprised by that. But I don't know. I feel like maybe they were so focused on Navy that they kind of either forgot or just wanted to build just naval units, which I don't blame them there, but I do feel like that was a missed opportunity nonetheless. And now that Navy has been won by Team 1, they're going to try to push on the land situation. Probably not the best advisement right now. There's a lot of annoying things to deal with, so probably a better idea to start wiping those out a little bit. We do see the destroyers now focusing on the artillery pieces being built or have been built. And there's still a couple more destroyers online for Team 2. They're kind of nestled in a little bit of a corner. One down there, and that one's now dead. And Team 1, they've won Navy. And will they win the game because of it? Team 2 was leading Navy for a long time. We'll see if that played a role in them winning longer term. We do see 2 T3 air facilities online for Team 2. Team 1 only sitting at 1. Maybe we'll see a second one here. A nuke has been started, so Boom King will go boom. And he will maybe destroy some stuff with that nuke launcher. And here comes the Seraphim. Laser efficiency, wiping out literally everything on the shoreline. And the comm of Team 1's hand below still up here in the upper plateau, killing off the remaining mexes for Team 2 over there. And we do see some gunships have been stacked up. That could be a possible snipe if he's paying attention. It looks like he's just stacking up just in case. Look at all of those. Oh, that's the wrong unit. 55 Yenzine. That is a lot of them. And he's also augmenting that with a couple of hover flak as well. You see, of course, engineers scooping up reclaim as quickly as possible. Team 1 and Team 2, what's your reclaim totals? Team 1 a little bit in the lead, 70 to 50. Nothing too crazy. Team 2, again, barely in the lead for total mass accrued, about 20 or so thousand. That number is slowly actually collapsing. Lots of Yenzine over here. Very deadly. Especially because U is right over there. He has a nice little upper artillery base starting to be formed, I think. He's getting some Team D online to deny all of the nonsensical cruiser missile spam. I wouldn't be surprised if he builds miasmas up here shortly. It's a little bit further away from the shoreline, so he should be protected there for now. Unless Team 1 goes for T3 Navy, and then that's a whole other thing. They could... No, they can't really build over here because Team 1 will see it. But you see Gava Gava still over here getting some Team 3 facilities online. Team 2 on land doesn't have much anything else in terms of that. I am surprised that T2 land, I mean, it was built up here, but it doesn't really help with the hover tech nonsense. RAS has been started on board Gava Gava's comm, and it's not looking good for Team 2. We do see gunships tried the snipe, but were denied pretty quickly by Team 1 there. And I think that might be the end of that idea for now. I think Hannibal is, yep, he's getting on a transporter and he's going home. Definitely a smart idea there. There he goes, gets on board and goes, I'm going home now. I'm going to sit in my little lawn chair. I'm going to sit in my little lazy boy or something, watch some TV. Nuke is done for Boom King, and it's only a matter of time. Team 2 has no SMD online, and they probably don't even know. No, they don't know anything. There's been no scouting for a couple of that is the wrong button. A couple of moments now. Rastook on the way here for Gava Gava. D2 artillery spam here in the southwest. Well, hopefully they can try to excise Team 1's forces, but there's a lot of hover in this mix, and it's going to be a tall order to deal with. The artillery targeting the just huge amount of destroyers. And now, if Team 1 continues to pour stuff into Navy, they're going for T3. Okay. I was going to say, if they keep pouring T2 tech, they probably should just go T3 and be done with it. And looks like counter has been started. Tons of blazes are now online. And now the hover counters are pushing in. T2 torp bombers going after all of the everything in the water over here. The ASF's running around trying to deal with putting out fires. We have T3 gunships being shot at by T1 and T2 AA mobile units. One gunship is down. 3 remain. Soon to be 2 remain. Soon to be 1 remain. I think this mech is dead. These 3 other mechs are probably dead here shortly. ASF's inbound. They shoo away the remaining gunships. Team 1 now in the lead for Eco by over 100 mass, and that's been slowly been, of course, taken away from Team 2's Eco, essentially. We see a spy plane overhead. That should give Team 2 enough. Yep, there it is. Team 2 spots it, but I don't think it's too late. There's not a lot of focus on it in terms of assisting it. There's a tiny bit of it. At this point, you might as well build a SMD right about here, and it covers everything behind it, of course. Nuke online for Team 2, however. Ooh, Ooh, does Team 1 know about it? No, they don't. Ooh, it could be a race to thermonuclear war at this point. Global thermonuclear war. Nuclear war, yeah. We do see Blaze is dealing with the rest of the Yenzi, and Team 2 doing a very good job of just taking out all of the thorns that are still festering their sides. Missile spam over here to the west. Gava Gava has to retreat. I mean, he doesn't have enough Team D right now. And he's going to lose whatever protection he will here shortly. He's getting some buzz kills, but I don't think it'll be enough. And laser weapons again, very, very useful, countering all of the spam Riptides and Blazes inbound from Team 2. And there's just cruiser. Just battleship is online for Team 1. That was really quick. And we have a SMD being built very, very quickly here by Team 2. Now the question is, will it load fast enough? Ooh, this is already at 75%. This is just going to take a moment. They have a little bit of time as well. The nuke will load. It will fire. And then it has to, of course, sail over the map. So Team 2 has a little bit more time than just as initially advertised. But unless Team 1... essentially, if Team 1's Boom King doesn't fire immediately, that might be enough time. Unless the destroyer, of course, kills it off, and that's a... Oh, sorry, destroyer. Unless the battleship kills it off, and that's a whole other thing. Hover spam war in the north... in the east. I'm going all crazy with my confusion. Again, it's the whole my brain thinks faster than my mouth can talk, and by the time my brain has thought about 4 different things, my mouth is still on idea number 2. We don't have SMD, says excited. But it's not loading that fast. So we'll see if Team 1 ends up diverting resources. That's already half loaded. That could be enough. Ooh, it's loaded. It's about to load. There it is. Does it fire immediately? I'm going to stare at it. I'm going to stare at it. I'm going to stare at it. Are you going to load? Are you going to fire? You going to fire? No, you're not going to fire. That might be enough time. Already over 75%. Team 2 pouring everything they have into this thing. That might be enough time, and that actually not might be, it will be enough time. It still hasn't fired. That is it. The nuke will be denied. This nuke is half loaded. Team 1, where are you building that SMD that they made a comment about? There it is right there. It's just finished. So does Team 2 have enough time? Nuke has been spotted, or at least pointed out. There's the nuke outbound from Team 1. Where is it going? I don't... It's going over here. That's actually a good spot to go. That's 3 T2 maxes. It's almost 100 mass per second. That's being denied for Team 2. And that's a guarantee that the nuke will actually land. So, there's... Maybe they could have gone after this one over here. Maybe Yu's already on the move. This one wasn't loaded as a backup. Shots are raining in from the battleship. They could probably reach that SMD, but... Looks like the artillery might be a little bit more of an annoyance. Then here comes the nuke. Kaboom! Wipes everything out down there. Some of the ASFs are actually singed in that, so that's not great for them. ASF nuke says Boom King. And that SMD is loading decently quickly. How's that nuke going? Team 2 has to launch it immediately. All the engineers are here. Got to assist that thing and fire it if you want to make it of some use. We have hover spam in the east, pushing back Team 1. All of the Riptides, though, being lasered to death because of those destroyers. SMD, oh, it's about half loaded. It's starting to catch up to that nuke. The nuke still isn't getting assistance. Ooh, it looks like there's a missed opportunity slowly slipping away out of Team 2's fingers. We do see nuke is being assisted for a second time just to get 2 loaded just in case. Base over the west for Gava Gava. What is going on? Does he not have power? Oh, that would do it. That would do it. It's like, why is he not assisting? Because he just doesn't have the power. Ooh, Team 1 might be able to escape Earth and Doom. Does Team 1 have... I think they still have power. Okay. And looks like the hover tech is slowly pushing back Team 1 for now. The artillery, of course, also helping out with that. It's going to be close. Nuke is at like 90-something percent. SMD at 80-something, close to 90%. The SMD might actually load in time. But at this point, is that SMD loaded? No, it's not. And maybe they could actually maybe nuking the headquarters might be a good idea. Might be. And we see Gava Gava is now abandoning his base up there to the north. Drimmer getting some more, maybe not TMV, but PD or something online. His Monkey Lord is almost done. Oh, that nuke is about to load, and that SMD is now loaded. So that nuke is denied its air base kill. Battleships are raining in. Ooh, not looking good. Needs to get shields back online. All that firepower rating in is not good for Team 2's health, and it's going to slowly just eat away at the hit points for those destroyers, and the battleships, but specifically the battleships. Is that 4 online? That is 4 online, 5 online. Are any of them producing a nuke? No, none of them are producing a nuke. 37 minutes on the clock. Monkey Lord is almost done. First experimental of the game, 37 minutes. Nuke is outbound, and it is going to nuke the headquarters. Boom King moves immediately. Definitely a smart guy there. SMD not going to be loaded in time. And artillery has been started by him as well. It's already 25% done. Nuke is loading for a second time as well. Monkey Lord is done for Team 2. More air grid for Team 2 as well. SMD is done loading down there. They can probably stop assisting that thing. It's already almost too loaded. And we'll see that nuke sail. Kaboom! And actually clips the comm of a Boom King by Gaba Gaba. Nice snipe there. I thought he was going to get out of there, but no. I caught just the very tail end of it. Nice kill by Team 2's. Who was that? That was actually Gaba Gava's nuke. So Team 1 suffers the first casualty of the game. It is a 3v2 in favor of Team 2. The artillery piece will be restarted. The nuke will be restarted as well. Actually, it's going to continue loading anyway. Already 30% says Boom King. Just making a comment about it. Team 2 now doesn't have to worry about reinforcements for now in the artillery game. But the SMD is gone. The SMD is gone. Ooh, and he knows it. And he is retreating. That will be a nice plumply placed nuke here for Team 1 if they decide to go for that at this point. SMD is loaded in the background. Second nuke still loading as we speak for Team 2's Gava Gava. The SMD was not killed off, but it is now loaded. Chicken is done for Team 1. And Hannibal's Monkey was... Where is it? Not Hannibal, but Trimmer. Where did his Monkey go? I don't see it anywhere. Interesting. I swear he built one. Don't know where it went. Oh, it's over here. That's why I didn't find it, because it's just running along a different side of the map. Cruiser missile spam. Again, it's missile command over there to the west. This base still getting some assisting in the shields. There's still some artillery still alive. Stacking up your battleships probably not the best idea for AoE weapon systems. Spy plane being denied. Artillery is 75% done in climbing. Team 1 has another nuke loaded. And I feel like that nuke right there would be very, very prime. Team 2 getting an SMD online now, but it's going to be way too late. If Team 1 decides to launch it anytime soon. Does Team 1 even know about it? Oh, they see the icon of the dead SMD, so if they're paying attention, then they'll see it. Nuke still taking a while to load over there. We have Percy's leading the charge against a couple of Othams. We see some PD being built for defense. That Monkey Lord is just gonna keep going. Actually, that's Team 2's view. They can see a radar signature of some sort, but they don't know what it is. And all of the units being pulled back. I think they know what it is now, or at least have some inkling of it. Chicken is inbound, and Team 2 does not have anything online to deal with that. Fat Boy being built by Drimmer. It's going to take a little bit of time to finish it. Chicken is going to be just surrounded by some T2 forces here shortly. Lots of asylums, blazes, and I think that Chicken is just going to have a not fun time at the park there. Ravager, one of them built at least. Hannibal finishes another Chicken. And his artillery piece is now done, launching shots at the base. The shield is down. SMD is loaded. It's built, but not loaded. And that Chicken's actually losing a lot of hit points. Producing blazes after blazes after blazes. Jeez, just blaze over there. Dang. Monkey is just full sending it in the base, taking lots of hits. He's at 1-star veterancy. He's trying to get some hit points back. All the assisting parachutes, the Percy's are dead. Aim artillery. I was targeting fatties. Is excited. Says Boom King. And there's a T3 mech's dead. Chicken trying to stay alive. A veterancy. No, he is killed off. And that is going to be the end of the Chicken's rampage. Team 2 has lost more and more stuff. Not looking good if you're rooting for Team 2. How's the Monkey doing to the north? Monkey's still alive. 2-star veterancy now. Going to get some veterancy now with all these T3 mechs kills. And all the mass FAF kills as well. That's mass that Team 1 obviously wants to have, but it's not a huge inconvenience. They're leading a decent amount of mass ahead of Team 2. Artillery is done. Second one will be started here shortly. Nuke is loaded 1. Will be soon loaded 2. And the Blaze spam is inbound for dealing with all of those annoying laser weapons. ASF's over top. Gunship's going after all of the anti-air weapons. And now it's going to be... I feel like the destroyers probably would... Not destroyers. The destroyers would be a better option first. To deal with the weapon systems designed to deal with more spammable units than we deal with everything else. But lots of broadswords have been built. 1 battleship is dead. 3 remain. ASFs are inbound. It's going to be an air fight. Team 1's going to win it. And that's not going to be good for Team 2 stay in the air department. Gunship's trying to flee to AA coverage. Team 1 will not take the fight. They do lose ASFs on both sides. Ooh, nice little bit of engagement there from Gava Gava. Singes a little bit of their backside. And artillery landing on the one and only SMD now. Looks like that's the target. Nuke is almost done. How'd the Monkey rampage go? It died here. It took out an SMD, took out an Omni. So it did some work up here. A little bit of mass left. Of course, Team 1 drops a decent chunk of eco as well. I just don't think... Ooh, that's interesting. Does Team 1 have adequate PD coverage for telemaser snipes? The comm of Excited's up here. The comm of Hannibal is next to a transport. So that might be the way that Team 2 maybe wins this game. You see Seraphim shielding augmenting the assisting Cybran shielding. But one of the reasons I actually do like, besides the Seraphim shield, I think being the best one in the game, is it's a lot easier to see what's underneath it. I mean, the Cybran is a little bit tinted blue, so it's not terrible, and then the UEF is like less tinted blue. And you can see over here, it's like you can tell it's blue, but or it's more like purplish blue, I should say. You can at least tell what's underneath it. The Aeon one, it's like very dark. It's gray tinted, and it's very hard to see. And Nuke is inbound for this position right here. It's going to wipe it out. There's no SMD there. It'll kill off more defenses at a minimum. And the base to the west is now gone. Team 2, are you aware of where the comms are? You are aware of one comm. You are not aware of the other one. We have the battleships retreating in the face of the blazes. This is what I'm talking about by the weapon systems are not designed to deal with these units. They're designed for things that don't move or are very slow to moving. Here comes the nuke. Kaboom! There he goes. That's another chunk of mass killed, up to now 68, almost 69,000 mass. 4-star veterancy. Comm still hanging out next to that transport. How is the laser? Laser is done. Teleporter is done. Are you going to go for the kill immediately? He's going for gun. And then he's going to probably go for teleporter immediately after that. A little bit of a singe on the air grid. Shields being assisted. SMD is also being constantly loaded there. It's going to be close. He's not moving. Gun is almost done. Gun is done. You have to teleport immediately. Yep, there he goes. Is he going for it? He's going for it. There he is. It's going to be a... unless Hannibal notices soon, that's going to be a kill. And if Team 2 figures out where Excited is, that's going to be... not game. I mean, it will be game if the telemaser kills him, but... oh, here he goes. He's almost there. He's almost there. He's almost there. There he is. And then he's going to teleport out immediately because he knows he doesn't have to worry about it too much. There is the laser. Oh, Hannibal's going to move way too late. You'll see. There he goes. Team 1 loses another player. And Drimmer is out of there. And he's going back into the southeastern corner. He got some veterancy for that as well. And he is gone. There he is, down in this base. He's going to recover a little bit. And now it's going to be... And he's immediately... He's like, nope, getting in the water right now. Nope, nope, nope. Getting in that water. Team 1 is down to 1 player. And, again, 1 player could be all you need. Ooh, base here for Team 2. Now, if that nuke goes... Sorry. If that SMD goes down, that's probably going to be a nuke launch. This nuke is loaded as well. Oh, Team 1 notices that's the end of Team 2's base. There's chickens inbound. Nano repair started on board. Excited to come to keep them alive a little bit longer. 2 artillery pieces. It was a nice snipe by Team 2's Drimmer, but I don't think it'll be enough. Shield grid was not strong enough to protect the SMD. Gunships are going to go after the chicken. ASF's guarding behind it. They have to take the fight. That's a dead chicken. Finish him off. No SMD, says Boom King. There's no SMD. They're building a replacement now, but it's gonna be too late. ASFs are gonna secure the visual sight just a little bit. There's no backup. And there's the nuke. There it is. Yep. There's no offensive buts about it. It might be a double kill. Who knows? And that's gonna be 2 nukes. 1 after the other. Team 2 launches their nuke. It's going to go for nuke defense, I guess, but it doesn't really matter because 2 of the 3 chickens are dead anyway. That's a waste of a nuke, in my opinion. That's not gonna mean a whole lot. Oh, and you is dead. You and Gava Gava are probably dead. I don't know if that deserves a boom. Oh, here it comes. Here comes the double kill. Kaboom! There it is! 48 minutes, and that's a double kill for Team 1's Excited. Killing off Gava Gava and you, leaving only Drimmer remaining. He's teleporting in. Where's he going? He's going for artillery, I guess. He's kind of out of range of everything. Oh, I think that's the kill for Team 1. There it is. He's dropping into the yellow. And, yeah, it's not going to really work out. And another artillery was started, but wasn't really necessary. He's going to... He's at 18,000 mass killed, killing off all those poor engineers just trying to feed their families. What the heck? Oh, there's just a way over the top. Is he going to teleport out of there? Is he just going to do maximum damage at this point? Oh, here comes more gunships. Okay, this... Nope. Not sending all of them. Okay, not sending them all in. Okay. This doesn't need them all. T1 PD in range now. Yeah, that's it. There he goes. Team 2's Excited. Got a kill on Hannibalo. Used his telemaser, but couldn't find the other comm. The comm went into the water. Definitely a smart move there, getting advanced nano just in case torp bombers found him. But that is going to be the game here. 49 minutes. Team 1 wins it. Definitely a back and forth. But like I said, once Navy was won, it was just shifted in Team 1's direction. And there was a moment that Team 2 could have come back, and they kind of started to, but then it was just, nope. That nuke didn't really matter at the end of the day, because either you had the nuke that kills off the base and 2 players, or you have the chickens that kill off the base and 2 players. So it's not really the oh my goodness, it was the best move on the planet thing. But again, it was nice to get a double kill, but it's still Excited gets MVP. Last player on Team 1. It's kind of customary that happens just because he was the last to survive. He was the one that essentially, if he wasn't alive, Team 1 would have lost. So, but he did do good moves as well, going for hover spam. Hover spam really helped cement Team 1's victory in Navy. And then just kept everything afloat from after that. But let me know down in the comments what you think is the best move or MVP or whatever of the game. Thank you so much for watching to the very end of the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Please let me know down in the comments if you did. And I will see all of you in the next one.